You are playing the Stanley Parable. You are playing the Stanley Parable. You are playing... Okay, I'll stop. um... Oh, sugar, did I change the, stream title? Let me check real quick. How do I do that? Yeah. Yes, okay, I did change the stream title. Okay. So, yeah, let's see. I don't think I need to mess around with the options, so let's just get started. Yeah, basically. And yay, the game's not responding. Please respond. Is the game seriously gonna crash on me? Nah, I seem to remember it taking, like... I seem to remember this being kind of normal. And it'll fill up as soon as it's done faffing about. Yeah, there we go. Okay, anyway. Hello, Nova. How are you doing tonight? Have you ever played this game or seen it?
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Well, this is going well.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year.
Okay, why is it stuttering
might
so
have
much?
considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Also, that's a bit unfortunate that you've seen the full game, because this probably won't be as funny for you, but... Oh well, that's fine. Let's see... Here, clearly because the game was stuttering, I should frickin' turn up the graphics settings. What? I guess the game had to restart for those effects to take place. Okay. Wonderful. Wonderful start. The end is loading. Okay, so yeah, let's see if I remember how to play this game. Okay, yeah. I think that's necessary for something later. Alright, now, like with other games that I've streamed, it's been a while since I've played this, so you'll have to bear with me for,
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Obtaining
Stanley
endings.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Isn't there something if you click this door a whole bunch of times?
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
No, maybe that's 431.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Is there no jump key? I could have sworn there was something you could do with this window. Let's see, does we have... edit keys? No, it doesn't look like it. Okay, maybe I'm just like tripping balls or something. Oh, this computer is on. Now it is not. Alright, come on, where's the... Whatever, maybe because I've already gotten the achievement, it just won't do it again. I don't know. I was hoping to show that off, but... whatever. Although, speaking of achievements... There just is an option to enable a certain achievement. And I don't get why. But anyway, our first choice.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
So, do we follow the narrator, or do we not? Yeah, this game really is. It is pretty funny. Also, hello, Crimson Aurora. So yeah, left or right? And while I wait, I will crawl along the floor like a young bab. I will inspect yonder plant. Also, I like how there's a key clacking noise when I click the mouse. Alright, so we got one for right. Okay then, right it is.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Yep, this sure is a good room.
Really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
I'm just gonna wait a bit longer to see if there's any more dialogue.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Alright, I have a funny feeling that's it for dialogue.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue. But when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
Alright, I'll go.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Now, let's see. I'm trying to remember. If I go in this door, I think I can still be a rebel, quote unquote. But, yeah. I think I'll just stick with this route for now.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Caution, do not lie. That sure was a good sign.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Had to do that. Caution. Danger every... Oh, no, that says danger. Excuse me. Door number 2B1. Okay, then. Wait, where's 2B2? Is there just no 2B2? Maybe this is 2B2. No, there's no door there. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Come on, let's move. There we go.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door. Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
No, he didn't.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Well, I guess we have no choice. I guess we have to go through the red door. Or we could just look behind us.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Why is this door wooden? And just, like, half built? Whatever, it doesn't really matter.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
Alright, yeah. I feel the game benefited from more choices, so let's go go ahead and give him a solid 4.
Okay, so we're getting somewhere. Clearly there's something here that speaks to you. If I can be honest here, I really don't have any idea where I'm going with this. This whole third door thing was just a stab in the dark. But I guess you're into it, so let's keep this party train rolling. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
I forgot about this. The stupid world leaderboard. I like how more doors have been closed than open. Only the worst 3% of player chose the blue door. Also, apparently I've been playing for 7.5 minutes. I am ranked last. Wait, did it say error? You don't have any friends? A dead rat. Yay. Okay, but yeah, let's just go through the door already.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
Yeah, not particularly.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Sure, let's just play a completely different game.
In this game, the baby crawls
Oh,
left
goddammit.
towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
So, hello Pixel Chop. Yes, I have played this before. But it's been forever since I've done it, so I figure it might be almost kind of unique. Well, not unique, but whatever. Anyway, if you keep on pressing the obnoxiously loud buzzer for 4 hours, there is actually something that happens, but I am so not doing that. Because that would be like the most boring stream ever. I know there's some way you can like cheese it, but I don't know what that method is. So I'm not going to do it. And so yeah, let's just stop.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out, I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Yay, we're
Well,
playing
Stanley,
Minecraft.
is this any better? At last, the one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with. But is it enough? Tell me that, Stanley. Will it ever be enough? Well, I'll say this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house. This will go here. No, here. And then... Let's see, what does it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes, it's complete. I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy. Ah, but you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable.
So, he didn't like... Or, we didn't like the game that he made. But apparently we're going to like the house that he made. Yeah, sure, whatever.
Isn't it grand? Isn't it perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond. Diamond everything. Yes, yes, yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
Also, that was the worst frickin' house ever.
Oh my, it looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
Yeah, unfortunately, there's only one path to follow here, since you can't jump. So,
Oh, no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
No.
Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love it.
I forgot about
You,
this.
trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out.
Yeah, broke up.
Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
I think I do. There might be 1 or 2 that I don't know. Like the baby ending, for example. I don't know that one. Let's see, what do I even do here? I forgot. So yeah, I realized this game would be better to play blind than, oh, okay, there we go. Than, to play it the way I'm playing, but... Oh well, I feel like showing it off anyway.
Oh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte. Genius.
Okay, this one's starting
No,
to
actually, you know what? I think that's
slowly
plenty.
come back to
I really
me.
don't care much to see you stumble through any more of these games, and I highly doubt you're any wiser for the experience. Which is why, rather than continue to waste my time, I'm just going to leave you here. You can pretend you've beaten the game if it makes it any richer for you, but as for me, I've had enough. So, why don't you get cozy in this room, and if you have any grand revolutionary ideas for the perfect video game, you can just sit there and let it ball up inside you for all eternity. I don't need your advice. I don't need your ratings. And I certainly don't need the validation of a man whose job is to push buttons. I think I'll just go about my business, making meaningful cultural contributions to the world. And perhaps every now and then, I'll think back to a man named Stanley who was objectively wrong in every decision he ever made. The thought won't last long. Goodbye, Stanley. Good luck with your work. and I sincerely hope that everyone lives happily ever after.
Okay, goodbye, Mr. Narrator. Let's just go in here. And we don't die. Okay. Now, where do I go here? Oh, I see. Okay, that's a dead end, unless I can actually open the door. Nope. I'll just try this way. Yeah, it's just that. Okay, here we go. Where, this is the area with the two doors where we're supposed to go left, but we chose to go right instead. Light. Okay, well, there sure was a lot there.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
There we go. I was waiting for the loading screen. Okay, so there were still more paths to explore down that route, so we can either go through the red door or just not jump off at all. Once again, I'll let the chat decide.
Wait, Stanley thought to himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in? How is that possible? They never stopped. Surely I was mistaken. No, the orders were still missing. For now.
Red door? Alright, I'll see if anyone else has a vote.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow. Yes.
Purple
this
door.
room.
Yes.
What a beautiful room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Alright, so red door it is. Now
Look,
watch
Stanley,
as I
I
miss
think
the
perhaps
jump.
we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door. Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Oh, hi.
What do we want? What are we looking for?
Stars.
Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
Alright, well, unfortunately, we must make the narrator not happy.
No, wait. Where are you going? Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this. Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
Yeah, this ending is a bit dark.
No! Oh, thank God you lived. You had me worried there for a moment. Now, can we please get back to the other room?
No.
No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
Goodbye.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room.
Oh.
Can you do that for me? My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
Poor Mr. Narrator. He just wants us to play his game.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it.
Oh, there's still
I don't know
more?
anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours.
Okay, I think this is the last one.
Is
Yep.
it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.